Taehyung's hands roam with a deliberate tenderness, tracing the contours of Jungkook as if rediscovering the familiar in the chaos. Jungkook responds with an unspoken invitation, the rhythmic patter of water, the languid movements of their bodies, and the soft echoes of shared breaths fulfill the room. The deepens, and Taehyung now explores the canvas of the boy's body with a delicate urgency. In the midst of the passionate embrace, the world outside the bathroom ceases to exist for both of them. Their entwined bodies, slick with water and navigate the uncharted territories of longing. The dark silk fabric that once clung to the boy's body now succumbs to the relentless assault of water. As Taehyung explores Jungkook with an insatiable greed, the symphony of their shared breaths and passion echoes in the confines of the shower. The streams of water melt with the intensity of creating an immersive experience where boundaries seems to blur. Jungkook, lost in the oceans, reciprocates with an equal fervor. The silk fabric, now heavy with water, clings to him like a whispered promise. He lets out a quiet. The growl that escapes Taehyung's throat is savage. As the water continues its relentless descent, the man's lips find a trail along the contours of Jungkook's neck, leaving a lingering imprint on his wet skin. Jungkook ouches into the caress, a quiet gasp escaping his lips as Taehyung's hands explore the landscape of his back. The water serves as a rhythmic backdrop to their whispers. The air in the shower-charged room shivers with anticipation as Jungkook, fingers deft and deliberate, begins to untie Taehyung's bathrobe. The fabric, heavy with water, yields to his touch, and the bathrobe slides down Taehyung's shoulders. "Want to feel you closer," Jungkook whispers, his voice a low, seductive timbre that echoes in its space between them, a translucent reminder of the reality. Taehyung's gaze lingers on the sight before him, the play of water droplets on Jungkook, creating an ethereal painting. The room bears witness to the unveiling of vulnerability in its most intimate form. Jungkook pulls Taehyung closer, hugging him eagerly, their bodies aligning in a devoted dance. As their lips meet again, the taste of one another heightened by the water, Jungkook loses himself in the moment. "You're intoxicating." Taehyung's hands explore the small of Jungkook's back, fingers tracing patterns along the wet skin. "Every time, baby." Jungkook, caught in the whirlwind of desire, presses his lips against Taehyung's neck. "I crave you. Your taste, everything." He sighs against Taehyung's skin, the warmth of their touch creating a cocoon around them. "Tell me, feel it too." Taehyung's eyes darken with passion as he cups Jungkook's face rough, his thumbs brushing over the boy's cheekbones. "I feel it, Jungkook. More than words can convey." The deepens. Taehyung's hands roam, leaving a trail of fire in their wake. He murmurs against Jungkook's lips. Jungkook ouches into Taehyung's tongue, breath hitching. "So take it. I'm yours. Tonight, I'm yours." Taehyung's impatience flares in a low growl. The room crackles with attention, a symphony of building in the space between them. Taehyung's breathing is just as heavy, hovering over the boy from above, his gaze darkening and the corners of his lips curving into an intoxicated smirk, a predatory gleam in his eyes. "I had to savor the anticipation, Jungkook. But now, I want to savor you." Jungkook chuckles, a throaty sound that resonates through the steam-filled room. Taehyung's hands, now free from the remnants of the wet silk, find their way to Jungkook's waist, pulling him closer. Water runs over them. Taehyung's lips find Jungkook's neck, leaving a trail of soft kisses. Jungkook tilts his head back, surrendering to the Taehyung's lips on his throat. The man's hands, his touch both gentle and possessive, fingers tracing over the canvas of the boy's skin as if committing every detail to memory. "You're mine," Taehyung almost growls, "all mine. God, finally, you're all mine." "Yes, yours. I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours only." And, as if on cue, as the words fly from Jungkook's lips, Taehyung growls again, his gaze grows darker. "Say it again. Say it, I'm yours, Taehyung. I'm yours." The room pulses with an electric charge as Taehyung walks Jungkook towards him, their bodies colliding with a palpable intensity. In an instant, the dynamic shifts, and Jungkook, caught off guard, finds himself flipped over. The contrast sensations as the hot water caressing his back and the cold surface beneath him create a sensory dichotomy that heightens the immediacy of the moment. The steam hangs in the air, a hazy veil that envelops them. Taehyung, now finally in full control, hovers over Jungkook, his gaze dark with a mix of hunger and tenderness. The water courses down their intertwined, tracing rivulets along the curves and contours of Jungkook's form. The boy breathes heavily. Taehyung's voice, a low murmur, cuts through the ambient sounds of the cascading water. "You are right, love." Jungkook, catching his breath, nods. "Yeah, just caught me off guard." A devilish grin plays on Taehyung's lips. "Good. Because I like keeping you on your toes. Or should I say, on your knees." The water continues its dance around them, and Taehyung's hands, firm yet gentle, trace patterns along Jungkook's spine and waist. Jungkook couches into the touch, a sob escaping his lips. "Taehyung," he breathes, his voice high. The man's gaze, intense and unwavering, travel around the boy's. "Yes, baby. Yes, tell me what you want." Jungkook speaks with a sultry confidence. I want you to make me forget my name. I want you to make me only remember yours." The steamy atmosphere crackles with a sudden intensity as Taehyung's growl reverberates through the bathroom. Jungkook's muffled scream follows as immediate response to the unexpectedly sharp touch. The mixture of pleasure and surprise colors the sound. As the echoes of the singer in the air, the atmosphere becomes thick with a primal energy. Their breaths becoming faster. Taehyung, his eyes ablaze with a primal fire, leans in close to the boy's ear. "What's your name?" he murmurs, his voice low and seductive. Jungkook, still caught in the throes of a breathless response. "I don't know." A predatory satisfaction gleams in Taehyung's eyes as he leans back, his fingers trailing lightly over the sensitized scarlet skin where his touch has left its marks. "Good," he purrs. "Because tonight, you're mine, and you'll only remember that." Jungkook groans. A soft whimper escapes him as his knees, almost numb from the unyielding contact with the hard, cold floor, start to give way, perilously close to dropping the boy to the floor. Suddenly, strong hands grip with the roughness that makes Jungkook wince. The contact is both forceful and steadying, the sudden touch grounding him in the midst of overwhelming feeling. As he catches his breath, he gazes back at the man that anchor him, the touch both possessive and reassuring. "Going somewhere?" Taehyung's voice, a low murmur, cuts through the charged air. The man grins. Jungkook, still catching his breath, manages only a shaky nod. As the floor, apparently, a low chuckle rumbles in the man's chest as he eases his grip on Jungkook, allowing the boy to regain his balance. Not on my watch, love. Taehyung's hands, now a source of comfort. Be a good boy for me, and try not to move. Taehyung growls. The boy flinches, his eyes wide and confused as he nods in response. What? What are you going to do? Taehyung's gaze holds a mix of mischief and desire as he leans in, his lips grazing Jungkook's look. Something that'll definitely make you forget your name. Jungkook shivers, the anticipation building as Taehyung's hands move with purpose, spreading his cheeks open. The room crackles with a charged energy, the between them deepening with every passing moment. Relax, love, Taehyung murmurs. I promise you'll enjoy it. Amidst a soft whimper, a secret love language he can't decipher yet. Mine. Only mine, baby. So beautiful for me, Taehyung murmurs with possessive reverence. Jungkook nods nervously in silent agreement, teeth sinking into his lower lip. His trembling hands glide across the damp floor, but a fervent inner plea restrains him from moving. The anticipation weaving through him like a delicate thread,